Welcome everybody to the Quiz Wizard channel and welcome to our Thursday night lockdown quiz. Welcome to those of you who are returning and also a big hello to those of you who are taking part for the first time. My name is Simon Chapman. I am the Quiz Wizard and yeah, let's see what our quiz has in store for us today. Just before I do that, just a bit of information about the Quiz Wizard channel. So there are several ways to find out about the Quiz Wizard. First and foremost, if you search for the Quiz Wizard on YouTube, you should be able to find the channel. And just ask everybody that does that, if you're taking part in YouTube today, if you could all just click that red subscribe button, that will be fantastic. And as well as that, that will give you updates about when new content becomes live. There are two other ways to find out about information about the Quiz Wizard quizzes. There's the Facebook's public group, which is the Quiz Wizard, the virtual pub quiz. And there is also on Twitter. Feel free to tweet me some of your answers, your scores later on at _Quiz Wizard. But if you go to the YouTube channel and you look across the top here, if you click subscribe, that will subscribe to the channel. If you click on the Facebook link, that will take you to the Facebook group. And if you click on the Twitter icon as well, that will take you directly to Twitter as well. Just really quickly before I start, there's also two aspects of the Quiz Wizard channel. You're taking part in the adults lockdown quiz this evening, but also I have been uploading daily quizzes for Key Stage 2 children. They're just quick 10 to 15 minute quizzes of 10 questions each day. And they're really there just to support with home learning and to give some children some ideas of things to do whilst they're at home and not at school. So several schools have started using this as well. And the picture here is the one that I got retweeted by Simon Rimmer from Sunday Brunch. So I'm quite proud of that one. Remember, the Quizmaster is always right, well, most of the time. So how does the quiz work this evening? There are 6 rounds with 8 questions in each round, and they're all on different topics. I'm not going to tell you what they are. We'll see as we go through, but there are 2 picture rounds again this evening. So without any further ado, let's get started with our first round, which is, as usual, general knowledge. So general knowledge, question 1. Mutt and Jeff is Cockney rhyming slang for being what? Mutt and Jeff is Cockney rhyming slang for being what? Question 2. Who plays Perry to Harry Enfield's Kevin? Who plays Perry to Harry Enfield's Kevin? Question 3. You can interpret this in different ways, but where does the Queen keep her crown jewels? Where does the Queen keep her crown jewels? Question 4. Who wrote Emma, first published in 1816? Who wrote Emma, first published in 1816? Our 5th question in general knowledge this evening is, for which nation did the footballer Eusebio play? For which nation did the footballer Eusebio play? Question 6. Bit wordy, this one. Let's see if I can pronounce it all properly. Question 6. Who has been the Channel 4 show Countdown's resident lexicographer and etymologist in the Dictionary Corner since 1992? Who has been the Channel 4 show Countdown's resident lexicographer and etymologist in the Dictionary Corner since 1992? I've been practicing that, and I still think I might have gone slightly wrong. Question 7. Which character was played by Colin Firth in the 2001 film Bridget Jones's Diary? Which character was played by Colin Firth in the 2001 film Bridget Jones's Diary? And the last question in general knowledge this evening, question number 8. The death of which character is the premise for the board game Cluedo? The death of which character is the premise for the board game Cluedo? So if you read the synopsis for the game, the whole game is based around the death of one individual person. But what is the name of that character? So I'll quickly go through all those questions again for you. Number 1, Mutt and Jeff is Cockney rhyming slang for what? Number 2, who plays Perry to Harry Enfield's Kevin? Number 3, where does the Queen keep her crown jewels? Number 4, who wrote Emma, first published in 1816? Number 5, for which footballing nation did Eusebio play? Question 6, here we go. Who has been Channel 4 show Countdown's resident lexicographer and etymologist in the Dictionary Corner since 1992? Question 7, which character was played by Colin Firth in the 2001 film Bridget Jones's Diary? And number 8, the death of which character is the premise for the board game Cluedo? Okay. For those of you that are taking part for the first time and those of you taking part on YouTube this evening, we will go through the answers after the first 3 rounds, so the halfway point. Our second round this evening are questions all about music. So it is questions about music today. So, question 1 in our music round. Which female artist had a 2000 hit with Born to Make You Happy? Which female artist had a 2000 hit with the song Born to Make You Happy? Question 2. Which world famous musician was born Farrokh Bulsara in Zanzibar in 1946? Which world famous musician was born Farrokh Bulsara in Zanzibar in 1946? Nice to see you playing on YouTube this evening, Blake, and also the Wellingtons again, trying to beat their score from last week. Question 3. Which US girl group hit the UK #1 spot with the song Survivor in 2001? Which US girl group hit the UK #1 spot with the song Survivor in 2001? Number 4. Which footballer featured on New Order's #1 World in Motion? Which footballer featured on New Order's #1 World in Motion? So I've got a wry smile on my face because I know someone who's taking part in the quiz tonight who that's going to make them smile too. Great song. Question 5. Which former member of Boyzone hit the UK top 5 with Lovin Each Day? Which former member of Boyzone hit the UK top 5 with Lovin Each Day? Question 6. Who had a 1989 UK #1 hit with All Around the World? Who had a 1989 UK #1 hit with All Around the World? Number 7. Who had a hit in 1975 with I'm Not in Love? It's really hard to say them without bursting into song sometimes, but who had a hit in 1975 with I'm Not in Love? And the last question in the music round this evening, number 8. Which was the only single by Meatloaf which reached #1 in both the UK and the US? Which was the only single by Meatloaf which reached #1 in the UK and the US? And again, I will go through all those questions once more for you. Just to recap, number 1, which female artist had a 2000 hit with Born to Make You Happy? Question 2, which world famous musician was born Farrokh Bulsara in Zanzibar in 1946? Question 3, which US girl group hit the UK #1 spot with Survivor in 2001? Question 4, who featured on New Order's #1 World in Motion? Number 5, which former member of Boyzone hit the UK top 5 with Lovin Each Day? Question 6, who had a 1989 UK #1 hit with All Around the World? Number 7, who had a hit in 1975 with I'm Not in Love? And question 8, which was the only single by Meatloaf that reached #1 in both the UK and the US? Right, our third round, halfway point. This week is a picture round and it's Catchphrase. The well-known television show Catchphrase. My best tip is you just got to say what you see. So what you're going to get now on the screen are 8 pictures, all including Catchphrase character Mr. Chip. And what you've got to do is try and work out what the hidden meaning is of that picture clue. I've designed it so that I should just be in the top right-hand corner, so you should be able to see all 8 of the questions. So I will give you all a few minutes to have a look at those, and here we go. So just look for the number in the star for the question number. Have a look at the picture. Say what you see. So at this point as well, just a great big thank you for myself for taking part in the quiz tonight. Got lots of you taking part via Zoom, and nearly 60 people taking part on YouTube at the moment as well. So a big shout out to all of you watching and taking part on YouTube. Some of you have taken up the option to send me a couple of tweets already and to follow me, so thanks for that as well. if you are playing on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My aim is to get to 1,000. I'm nearly on 300. Not bad for a couple of weeks. I like the animations of Mr. Chip here. Most of them, he looks so happy. As usual, guys, as usual, at halftime, I will come and see some of you who are taking part via Zoom, and I might just pick on a couple of you to try and give me some answers. Let's see how you're getting on. I'll just give people another minute or so on these. What I would say, if you do get disconnected from Zoom today, there seems to be a little bit of a problem with the password. So if you can't reconnect, I would suggest clicking on the YouTube link. Okay, get your final answers down. And it's time for me to start going through some answers. So I'm going to stop the share now. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Okay, so we've got lots of contestants on Zoom this evening. 78 at the moment, so that's fantastic. 78 of you. So right, let's start to go through some answers for this evening. So give you a bit of an idea of how you're getting on at the halfway stage. So our first question was, well, our first round was general knowledge, and our first question was, Mutt and Jeff is Cockney rhyming slang for deaf. Question 2, who plays Perry to Harry Enfield's Kevin? Who thinks they know that one? Who plays Perry to Harry Enfield's Kevin? Oh, I'll go over here, try and mute you. I'm going to Rachel Swanson.
Hello, Kathy Burke.
Kathy Burke, that is the correct answer. If you put Kathy Burke, well done, good stuff. Question 3, where does the Queen keep her crown jewels? Hopefully most of you kept this nice and clean. It's in the Tower of London. Tower of London. Question 4, who wrote Emma, first published in 1816? Oh, who wrote Emma, first published in 1816? Sorry about that, I just went a bit funny. Who wrote Emma? That was, oh, go on then. We haven't had him speaking yet. Come on, Paddy Lochnan.
Oh, Paddy. Jane Austen.
Jane Austen, yes, it was Jane Austen.
Hey! How are you, Simon? It was around my time, Simon.
You know what I love about this, Paddy? Thank you for that, but I can put you back on mute again. It's great. Okay, yeah, it was Jane Austen. Question 5, Eusebio, he played for Portugal. Question 6, who has been Channel 4 show Countdown's resident lexicographer and etymologist in Dictionary Corner since 1992? Any takers for that one? Oh, got the Millers.
You'll be unmuted now.
You're unmuted. Go on, David.
Chappers, my dear friend, I hope you're well. The answer, we think, is Susie Dent.
You would be correct. It is Susie Dent. Susie Dent, absolutely. Question 7. The character played by Colin Firth in Bridget Jones's Diary was Mark Darcy. And the death of which character is the premise for the board game Cluedo? Any ideas? Oh, my mum and dad are here. Hello, mum and dad. Let's go to the Rose. So, tough one here. You're unmuted. Who do you think it is?
Go on.
Well, us?
You.
Yeah, the Rose. Yeah, the friends.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think it's Mr. or Dr. Black.
Or which one?
I'm going to go with Doctor.
It's Dr. Black. Yeah, Dr. Black. Good knowledge. If it was Mr. Black, that's wrong. It's Dr. Black. Excellent. Our second round this evening was obviously music. So, which female artist had a 2000 hit with Born to Make You Happy? Britney Spears. Question 2. Which world-famous musician was born Farrokh Bulsara in Zanzibar in 1946? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go to my mum and dad. Keep it clean. Right, parents. Who do you think it is?
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, it's Freddie Mercury.
Of course it is.
Well done, mum and dad. Freddie Mercury. Oh, it's nice to see they've finally made it this week. Question 4. Who featured? Question 3, I beg your pardon. Which US girl group hit the UK #1 spot with Survivor? That was Destiny's Child. Who featured on New Order's #1 World in Motion? I think he probably knows I'm going to him. Mr. Hockney?
John Barnes. You've got to hold and give, but do it at the right time. You can be slow or fast, but you must get to the line.
Fantastic. I know you could go on. You're getting a round of applause, but I am going to mute you. But I know you could go on. Question 5. The former member of Boyzone who had a UK top 5 with Lovin Each Day was Ronan Keating. Who had a 1989 UK #1 hit with All Around the World? Tricky one. 1989. Oh. Mr. Hayward, go on.
Hello, was it Lisa Stansfield?
It was Lisa Stansfield. Yeah, Lisa Stansfield. That's good knowledge. I thought that was quite a tough one. And the last question was question 7. Who had a hit in 1975 with I'm Not in Love, 10cc? And which was the only single by Meatloaf that reached #1 in the UK and the US? If you had just an educated guess, it was I will do anything for love, but I won't do that. Okay. Right, let me just share the catchphrases with you again. I hope you enjoyed these. So, catchphrases. Look at the picture clue, say what you see. #1 is King of the Hill. #2 is chip off the old block. #3, keeping an eye on things. #4 is falling from grace. #5, surfing or surf the web. #6, cost an arm and a leg. Cost an arm and a leg. #7, keep it under your hat. And #8, every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. So that's the end of the first half of the quiz. I hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm just going to have a couple of minutes just for everyone to go and get themselves a drink or whatever they need to do. The quiz wizard will return with 3 more rounds. Again, just notice that you're taking part in the adult lockdown quiz this evening. But yeah, I'm really proud of the quiz wizard kids at the moment. It's quite nice to see so many children having just taking 10, 15 minutes a day to just have a bit of fun. So Sometimes it gets a little bit competitive. I'm happy for you to share that with everybody and anybody. And each quiz goes live from 10 a.m. every single morning, but you can watch it throughout the day. So just take a couple of minutes and then we'll restart with round 4. Thanks for that, Annabelle. I'll see what I can do about an actual wizard's hat. I'll do that if Phil comes dressed as a parrot. When we all return as well, I will go through, well, reveal what the prize is for today's quiz. If you took part in last week's or you've gone back and watched last week's, you'll see that the prize was a delightful, colourful tie, which was won by Kate and Tim, my sister and Tim. Previous prizes have included a boomerang, an autobiography of Marcus Trescothick, and the debut album from Darius Dinesh, Dive In. They've all been claimed and will be on their way to people. Okay. Yeah, there was a little bit of negotiation going on about the tie. The tie was tried to be swapped for the boomerang, but it didn't happen. Linda definitely said no to that. There was some negotiation going on in the Facebook group, but my sister's partner Tim has promised that he will wear the tie on their next formal date. So right, we are going to get restarted. Before I do that, I'm just going to let you know what our prize is this evening. It's unopened, which means that I have bought this at some point in my life, probably, and never actually used it. I think it's not a bad prize, particularly during lockdown. If you're into films, then that's great as well. I'll hold it up. It might flip it, but it's a 2-movie box set of Rowan Atkinson in Johnny English, 2 DVDs. So as you can see there, it's unopened. Ready to go, PG, so you know you can watch it with your children as well. So that's what we're playing for today. Pretty decent prize, in my opinion. So let's get started with our 4th round this evening, which is all about the 1990s. H. Bizzle, yes. I believe people do still have DVD players these days. So the 1990s, let's get started. Question 1. Who wore a skimpy Union Jack dress at the 1997 Brit Awards? Who wore a skimpy Union Jack dress at the 1997 Brit Awards? Question 2. What was the name of Ross's monkey in the sitcom Friends? What was the name of Ross's monkey in the sitcom Friends? I'm a bit frustrated with myself because I'm questioning whether I've punctuated Ross's properly or not. It's the monkey that belongs to Ross. Someone will tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, in come the chats. Yeah, I thought I have. I don't need the other S. No, it's right. It's a debate for another time. I think I'm right. Nah. Question 3. So think carefully about this one. Germany's football team won its first major title as a unified nation in which competition? Germany's football team won its first major title as a unified nation in which competition? H-Biz, and I'm expecting you to let me know what the correct answer is for Ross's, as you did give me some information about Holland and Netherlands. So it's on you now. Post it to the Facebook group. Question 4. Who did Bill Clinton not have sexual relations with? Who did Bill Clinton not have sexual relations with? Probably lots of people, but that's a quote. Question 5. Who is the lead singer of the band called Nirvana? Who is the lead singer, or who was the lead singer of the band called Nirvana? Question number 6. In 1995, what former American football player was found not guilty of double murder? In 1995, what former American football player was found not guilty of double murder? Question 7. What was the name of the sheep who was the first successfully cloned animal in 1996? What was the name of the sheep who was the first successfully cloned animal in 1996? And the last question in the 1990s round. Zac Morris was the principal character in which 1990s kids television show set at Bayside High School? Zac Morris was the principal character in which 1990s kids television show set at Bayside High School? So those questions again, really quickly, just to recap for you all. Number 1, who wore a skimpy Union Jack dress at the 1997 Brit Awards? Question 2, what was the name of Ross's monkey in the sitcom Friends? Question 3, Germany's football team won its first major title as a unified nation in which competition? Question 4, who did Bill Clinton not have sexual relations with? Question 5, who was the lead singer of the band called Nirvana? Question 6, in 1995, which former American football player was found not guilty of double murder? Number 7, what was the name of the sheep who was the first successfully cloned animal in 1996? And question 8, Zac Morris was the principal character in which 1990s kids television show set at Bayside High School? Just 2 more rounds to go this evening, and the next round gives you an opportunity to win a first ever bonus point. Yeah. So it's called Missing Link. So what's going to happen is you're going to get 8 questions anyway, as normal. And the answers are all linked in some way, shape, or form. So at the end of the round, a bonus question, question 9, if you will, if you know what the link is between the answers and you get that correct at the end, then you get an extra point. So, question 1. What type of animal was the toy called Wheezy in the film Toy Story 2? What type of animal was the toy called Wheezy in the film Toy Story 2? Great film. They're all good films. Question 2. Which book is Douglas Adams most famous for? Which book is Douglas Adams most famous for? Number 3. Which famous annual sporting event was first held in 1981 when it was won by Dick Beardsley? Which famous annual sporting event was first held in 1981 when it was won by Dick Beardsley? Number 4. Which group had top 10 hits with Kissin in the Back Row of the Movies, Saturday Night at the Movies, and Save the Last Dance for Me? Which group had top 10 hits with Kissin in the Back Row of the Movies, Saturday Night at the Movies, and Save the Last Dance for Me? Welcome to our viewer on YouTube all the way from New Zealand. We've gone global. We've had Uganda, now we've got New Zealand. Fantastic. It's McFadden's News. Yeah, so on my, I'll give them a shout out actually, on my YouTube channel, these are my friends from New Zealand. Ryan, his 2 young boys are doing a daily blog on YouTube about coronavirus. It's great. It's worth a watch. It's really funny. So yeah, hi boys. You can find their channel through my YouTube channel as well. It's just a link on the side. Question 5. In The Wizard of Oz, which character was searching for courage? In The Wizard of Oz, which character was searching for courage? Question 6. For which historical event is Captain William Bligh best known? For which historical event is Captain William Bligh best known? Perhaps at this point, if you think you know what the missing link is, it might help you with some of the answers, or it might help you to go back and fill some other answers in. Question 7. It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair is the opening line from which famous David Bowie song? It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair is the opening line from which famous David Bowie song? And the last question in this round, before you get a bonus point potentially. Question 8. What is the name of Tom Cruise's character in the film Top Gun? What is the name of Tom Cruise's character in the film Top Gun? And as I said, question 9, if you will, bonus point. What is the missing link between all of the answers? What is the missing link between all of the answers? And as usual, I will give you a recap now of questions 1 to 8. Number 1, what type of animal was the toy called Wheezy in the film Toy Story 2? Question 2, which book is Douglas Adams most famous for? Question 3, which famous annual sporting event was first held in 1981 when it was won by Dick Beardsley? Question 4, which group had top 10 hits with Kissin in the Back Row of the Movies, Saturday Night at the Movies, and Save the Last Dance for Me? Question 5, in The Wizard of Oz, which character was searching for courage? Question 6, for which historical event is Captain William Bligh best known? Number 7, it's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair is the opening line from which famous David Bowie song? And question 8, what is the name of Tom Cruise's character in the film Top Gun? And then obviously you can potentially get that bonus point as well. So we've got one more round this evening. It is another picture round, and the topic is cartoon characters. So again, 8 questions. You are going to see 8 different pictures of cartoon characters from either film or television, from through the ages. I need the name of the cartoon character. Okay, so again, I'll give you all a few minutes to have a look at this, and here are the pictures. Again, as before, the number of the question is in the star. Vince. Vince is playing on YouTube tonight as well. Evening, Vince. Vince picked me up on some of my grammar, actually, on one of my kids' quizzes. My work colleagues call me Mr. Spagman as well, so I let myself down there. It's good to have you with us this evening. Sorry, Joe. Yeah, you are guessing the character names. The name, yeah, the name of the character, not the show. Try to go for a bit of a broad range here through the ages. Okay, I'll give you just another minute or so on those. I know I wrote the quiz, but when I was finding the questions, there was a couple of these that I was really unsure of. Okay. Just another 30 seconds or so, then I'm going to stop sharing. This is what it's all about. So it's got the original Johnny English, and then the second film is Johnny English Reborn. Cracking. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now and go through the answers. So 3, 2, 1, and that should stop you right there. Okay. So let's go through some answers for the second half of the quiz this evening. And I'll come to some of you as well. But the round 4 was the 1990s. So who wore a skimpy Union Jack dress at the 1997 Brit Awards? That was Jerry Halliwell. Jerry Halliwell from Spice Girls. What was the name of Ross's monkey in the sitcom Friends? I'm going to go to the lads.
Hey.
Marcel.
Marcel. It was Marcel. Well done, Marcel. Question 3. Germany's football team won its first major title as a unified nation in Euro 96. Euro 96. Great competition that was. England really should have won that. Really should have won that. Question 4. Who did Bill Clinton not have sexual relations with? Monica Lewinsky. Question 5. The lead singer of Nirvana was Kurt Cobain. Question 6. In 1995, the American footballer who was found not guilty of double murder was O.J. Simpson. Question 7. What was the name of the sheep who was the first successfully cloned animal in 1996? Anyone think they know this one? On the screen I'm on at the moment. Right, I'm gonna go over to the foxes. I'll just unmute you.
Is it Dolly?
It is a sheep called Dolly, yeah, absolutely. Dolly the sheep, well done. And the last question, another show. Zac Morris was the principal character in which 1990s kids television show set at Bayside High School? Zac Morris, who do we think? Does anyone on this page think they know who that is? Okay, I'm going to try and unmute you, Mr. Hems, but it's taking a bit of time. It doesn't seem to want to unmute. Go on, go on.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, absolutely. Screech Powers, Zac Morris, Mr. Belding as well. Good old Belding. Well done if you got that. Round number 5 was Missing Link. Which type of animal was the toy called Wheezy in the film Toy Story 2? He was a penguin. Question 2. Which book is Douglas Adams most famous for? The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Question 3. I'm going to come out to the audience on this one. Which famous annual sporting event was first held in 1981 when it was won by Dick Beardsley? Anyone on my screen at the moment? All right, here we go. I'm going to Phil Bailey.
What was it? Oh yeah, London Marathon.
Yeah, the London Marathon. Well done, sir. The London Marathon. Which group, number 4, which group had top 10 hits with Kissin in the Back Row of the Movies, Saturday Night at the Movies, and Save the Last Dance for Me? The Gooners.
Come on, Michael.
Go
Say
on,
it.
no, you say it.
The Drifters.
It was the Drifters.
Yes!
He's well happy about that. In The Wizard of Oz, the character searching for courage was the lion. Question 6 was, for which historical event is Captain William Bligh best known? James Jones.
Hello.
Hello. What do you think the answer is? And Sinead, what do you think the answer is?
Mutiny on the Bounty, sir.
It was indeed Mutiny on the Bounty. Good stuff. Question 7. It's a god-awful affair to the girl with the mousy hair is famous from the David Bowie song Life on Mars. And Tom Cruise's character in Top Gun was called Maverick. Maverick. So, the connection. Who thinks they've got the connection? I'll go to last week's winners, Catherine and Tim.
And before we actually answer that, you didn't do number 5, darling. And everyone 5 that
I
year.
think I did.
Did
In
you?
which, yeah, in The Wizard of Oz, which character was searching for courage? That was the lion.
Oh, I knew
Yes.
that. The answer's Maverick
No.
for 8.
I've done that, my dear. I'm looking for the connection, the missing link.
Oh, the link. Oh, it's they're all chocolate bars. Don't you dare.
Yes, they're all chocolate bars. They are all chocolate bars in the answer. So yeah, you get a bonus point if you got that. Well done. And then we have the picture round. So name the character. Number 1 is Foghorn Leghorn. Number 2 is Gru. Number 3 is from Scooby-Doo. It's Daphne. Daphne Blake, to be precise. Daphne. Number 4 from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Dopey. Number 5 from South Park. Cartman. Eric Cartman. Number 6 is from Family Guy. That's Meg Griffin. Number 7, I had no idea on when I was finding the questions, but that is Huckleberry Hound. Huckleberry Hound. And then the last one is Top Cat. But then I'm also, when I was doing a bit of research on it, found that the BBC were not allowed to use that name because it was the name of a cat food. So it was called Boss Cat as well. So you can have Top Cat or Boss Cat. I will accept both. Or you can have a mark for both. So that's the end of the quiz for this evening. Tally up what scores you got. Those of you who are taking part on YouTube, I'm really interested to see what you got. Please tweet me at @the_quiz_wizard to let me know what you got. And in a second, I'm going to ask people what they got. So this week's quiz is 6 rounds of 8, which is 48. Add the extra bonus point, which is 49. So I'm trying to see who's won first. I know lots of you are going to start putting your scores in. No way. Have I got a 49 out of 49 up here? Bob Bliss got 49. I agree. Belding was the pivotal character. Yes, you are correct. So, well done, Bob Bliss. That's every single question. I'm just going to see if anybody else got 49. If anybody else did, then there's a bonus question ready for you. But Phil Dixon, 48. That's a Good effort. Really, really good effort. Oh. Okay. Phil, you're playing as a trio. A couple of 48s being messaged into me as well. Obviously 49 is top mark, so that will mean that Bobliss are the winners this evening. I'm just with 49. I mean, I'm trying to find them now on here. Here they are in the bottom corner. Just bear with me. I'm just unmuting you, Bobliss. So,
hello.
Full marks. That's a pretty steady effort. So you're playing. So well done. Congratulations. That's a great effort. You have won the Johnny English DVD set. So
very good. We're going to give it to the mother-in-law.
You're going to give it to the mother-in-law. Okay. All right. Well, as a lockdown gift.
Put it back in for next week.
Oh, you want to put it back into the bundle for next week?
Save the postage.
Okay. All right, we'll do that. Okay, we'll put it back into the prize for next week. So that means that the prize will we're creating a bundle again.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, so just before. Oh, bear with me.
We should put
Can I just say that Janet Rowe did some fabulous waving. I think she gets the best waving award.
The best waving award. I like that. So I don't know whether this is sharing or not. Bobliss, can you see my screen at the moment?
Can, yes. Yeah.
Super. Okay, so yeah, just before I finish the quiz, I'm just going to go through this with you again. If you're taking part on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're taking part on Zoom, please visit my channel at The Quiz Wizard on YouTube and subscribe. Thank you to those of you who have already. But my personal target is to try and get to 1,000 subscribers. So please feel free to share. You can search for the Facebook public group. That's where I put most of my daily updates. The Quiz Wizard, the virtual pub quiz. There's a few bits of banter going on there as well. And you can also tweet me on @the_quiz_wizard. But as I said earlier, if you go onto the YouTube channel, embedded into the banner, you can click this button to subscribe. If you click on either the Facebook or the Twitter icons as well, that takes you straight to the Facebook group or to the Twitter page. Thank you for all your support. I'm glad you're really enjoying the quizzes. I will be doing another one next Thursday. Please promote it to your friends. The more the merrier. And please promote the daily quizzes for kids, the Quiz Wizard Kids, to everybody as well. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, and I'll hopefully see you here next Thursday for another lockdown quiz. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Take care.